Dog Coaching and Pet Care, and I'm here with Imogen, and today she is going to start learning the place command. We've been working on sits and downs and duration down. We've been working on kennel command. We've been working on engagement, which is, where she's paying a little more attention to me. And so today we're going to introduce her to the place cot. There is a system to how we do things, starting with the sit, which is one of the easier things. And then we go to the down, and we need them to learn the down and with leash pressure so that we can teach them place. Because the place command means go to that thing that I'm pointing to, get on it, lay down, and stay on it until I release you. Okay, all one word means all of that. So initially we're just going to start with doing some on and off drills, as you've seen in some of our other videos, and then having her lay down on it and going from there. So let's begin. Let's go. Good girl. So this is new to her. She's not seen this or been on this before. We'll see how she does. I mean, a lot of dogs just hop right up on it. Some dogs are nervous. Oops, sorry, girlie. Some dogs are nervous of it, of the dog cots initially, and we'll see what happens. So at first, I like to have them sit, just get them into a sitting position. I don't tell them sit, I just get them into a sitting position because I want it real clear that I am pointing to and telling her, not verbally, but with just a gesture, that I want her to get on there. So we may do a little circle dance around. She gets one foot on, I'm gonna click. If I see that the dog is a little nervous, as soon as they put a foot on it, I'll click and reward, okay? So this is totally common, especially with dogs that are timid. They don't understand what it is. They want to go around it. Using a little leash pressure guidance. And if this goes on for too long, what I'll do is I'll just flip the cot over and have her get on it that way, initially. There we go. So you notice I'm not also, hang on, break. Good girl. I'm not coaxing her. I'm not saying, come on, let's go, any of that. When the dog's in a nervous or fearful state of mind, I don't want to sound like I'm rewarding them for that, so I just keep it quiet and use the leash guidance. But the moment a foot hits that cot, I'm going to click and reward. Okay? Let's go. Try it again. There we go. And you see, once they get over that initial fear, they're like, okay. And that's your job when you're training your dog, is to work them through the fear. Doing things like this that they're nervous of at first and working them through it helps them to build confidence. So, good girl. Break. Good girl. It's a good girl. Okay. Yay. Break. So at this point, I'm not using the command yet. I'm just having her get on and off drills. And once she's doing it a little better, then I'll start to add the command. Remember, name it when you like it. Break. So at this point, I'm clicking once the fourth foot, once all of her feet are on it. Break. Break. Good girl. Break. first I needed a lot of leash guidance. I'm a little late on my click there. And now as you can see, I'm just pointing to it. She's going up on it. Good girl. Break. Break. I'll come at it from this side. Believe it or not, that is different to the dog. Some dogs can be totally confused at first when you come from the opposite direction. One, break. Break. Okay, next time I'm gonna have her go on and I'm gonna use a leash pressure to get her in and down. Break. Good girl. So then I click. That's the moment at which I click when she lays down. Good girl. Break. So she's starting to figure out that, you know, go on and lay down is what we're looking for. Break. I'm not really even using pressure. I'm just doing the thing with my foot, which she knows I'm about to apply pressure, and she's going down. Break. Awesome. Okay, that was all her. So I'm going to give her several pieces of food for that. One right after another. That's called jackpotting, so that she, you know, in her mind, she's like, ooh, I'm getting a bunch more for that. Whatever I just did there, I'm going to do that again because I got a lot more food for that. Girl. Break. Break. Yes, good girl. Girl. Good job. Break. Girl. I'm being real careful not to be pulling up on the leash because I want to keep the leash slack so that she can go into that down. They're very sensitive to pressure. If they feel, you know, upward pressure, they might just sit there or stand there. Break. Girl. Yes. All right. So now that she's getting that, now I'll start to add the word, the command, which is place. Let's go. Break. Place. So this is common. You know, once you start adding the word, sometimes they get distracted because they hear you say this word that they don't know. It's just another element or layer of all this that's going on. It doesn't seem like a lot, but for her it's a lot, you know? You're pointing to this thing, this new object that you're asking her to get on and lay down. And so initially when you start adding the command in, it can be actually distracting to the dog. So sometimes they regress a little before they get better. Break. Good girl. Place. Yes, good girl. So I'm bringing her towards it, and just before, there's some going on with your girl, huh? Break. Just before, just before she's near it, I say the command. Place. And I want her to go into that down pretty quickly as soon as she gets on there. So if she doesn't, I'll help her out with the leash. Break. Place. I think we gotta work something out here. Go outside and take a potty break. Good girl. Tap, tap. Break. Place. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Sure. I did go potty this morning, but maybe there's still some in there. Break. Place. Good girl. So these are drills. I'm not walking all around the room. It's off and on, off and on, off and on, right? And this is just the beginning. And, we'll be working with her on this every day. And then just like the down, we'll begin to add in some duration. We start with things like moving around. And this is why, we've been doing these things with her with the sit and the down. So she kind of has the idea that, even though I'm moving around, that she's staying in place. But your dog may not. Your dog may, the moment you move, your dog may hop off the place, and that's okay. If they do, you simply repeat the command, and if you need to help, point and say the command. And if you need to, that's what the leash is for, you help guide them back into place. So some dogs, you wouldn't be able to move all around like this. I am going to click and reward that because she didn't even get up. It's okay if she turns around and looks, but you have to work on this kind of stuff. Build up being able to move away and move around. I'm marking and rewarding for her holding that position, and she knows about that already, again, because we've done all this with the sit and the down. So she's by no means fully trained on those, but they all come together, and she's getting the idea of what I'm looking for overall. So good girl. Getting a lot more engagement from her now. Also, as you can see, she's really watching me and paying attention, because we've been working on that. Break. Good girl. Good job. Place. So that's the beginning of the place command. Again, if you have a dog that is nervous of the cot at first, again, you saw us doing a few circles there at first. If they're really having a hard time with even just stepping on it at first, simply flip your cot over so it's flat on the ground and walk them on and off of it that way. Once they're comfortable, turn it back over, and they should be okay. All right, so we're going to continue on this and build up some duration. And if you guys have any questions, of course you can post them in the comment section or email us at info@gooddogcoaching.com, and happy to answer any questions or help you any way we can. All right, take care.